Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rav Holly with Vagabond Days. This is my new YouTube channel. Some of you know I'm a photographer, and I have another YouTube channel that you can be sure to check out. Just look under Rav Holly, Rav Photos on YouTube for my photography website channel. Website channel, what? The reason I'm doing this video is because I'm starting a new channel dedicated to a new project, a new hobby of mine. I'm trying to keep this short, but I'm going to give it a little bit of history. Back in 2007, a friend of mine, not really a friend, but an online acquaintance, he had a website and a YouTube channel called Road Bandit. This was back in 2007. And basically what he was is a guy that's 6'7", and he was living in his little like Tioga RV. I think roadbandit.com is still up there, so you could actually check it out. Unfortunately, he was a little bit before his time because it just really didn't take off and just didn't work out for him. But I think he did it for about a year. But it made me a big fan of what he was doing, and I paid attention. And here about a year ago, I stumbled onto a couple of more YouTube channels. One of them is very popular, and it's called Nomadic Fanatic. And I've been a big fan of that channel. And Chris Travels, with Chris Travels, he's been living in and out of mobile RVs. He had a like an older Explorer, Dodge Explorer, that he lived in for quite some time. Then a lot of you know that watch his channel, he got a girlfriend G, and they are now living in an A-Class. Cut to the chase. Let me give one more plug. Happily Homeless, his Explorer, I've watched his channel. I've also watched Justin Incredible. There's several of these YouTube channels out there now where people are actually living in their RVs. And I can't promise that I'm going to actually live in mine. I'm flirting with the notion. Right now what I'm doing with mine is I'm working in it, and I live in Joshua Tree, which is approximately 140 miles from LA, but I go to LA to work, so hotels were killing me. Couch surfing I'm too old for that, so it just wasn't my style. So being a fan of these RV channels, I really started looking for an RV. What I really wanted was an Explorer, the newer 95, 99, 2001 Explorer, like Just Incredible has, Explorer Steve, those two guys. Happily Homeless has one up for sale actually, and they're hard to find. So if you need one, check out Happily Homeless on YouTube as well. But they were a little bit out of my price range, and I didn't want to invest all of my money into a rig and then basically have no money to travel. And that's kind of the way that would have went. And because unlike Happily Homeless, I don't have a house to sell. I did sell my 66 Mustang to help pay for my rig. But what I wanted was a rig that was right around the B, small C class. I really didn't want something that looked like a typical RV. I wanted something that would be a little bit more stealthier. And so I wanted something that was unique. I didn't want just a typical Tioga. I looked at a lot of RVs. I've been looking for approximately a year at different scenarios. And I looked at the Tioga or whatever they are, a lot of the more inexpensive C classes. And I never found one that I was really sold on. So I kept looking and I kept looking, and I finally came to the conclusion that I figured I would buy an older rig, but I really wanted something, a 90 something at least. But I figured I would buy an older rig and put some money into it and fix it up over time. And I'm going to show you guys what I found. It's actually way older than what I had envisioned. It's a 1981. And it is very unique. There are some other similar rigs out there that are called Halls, Dodge Hall GTCs, which stands for Dodge Hall Grand Touring Coach. Mine is an 81, and Hall actually only made RVs from I think 74 to 78 or something like that. So there's really no such thing as a 1981 Hall HTC. So I'm a little stumped on it. If anybody watches this and has any idea about where my rig came from or where it was invented or how it came about, please let me know. But we're 5 minutes into this, so without further ado, let me show you Bertha. She is. Let's head out. And I have been washing and waxing and doing a lot of work to her. Let me see if I can stretch this out a little bit and tilt this up this way. So this is Bertha, my 1981 Dodge GTC Grand Touring Coach. She had right under 100,000 miles when I got her, and I've actually rolled her over. I've actually had her for a couple of months now, and I have actually taken her to LA from Joshua Tree 3 times, which is 140 miles one way. And we have actually, a week ago, we actually went to Vegas, and we are actually getting ready to go back to Vegas. So I've been cleaning her up. She was seriously oxidized when I got her. She didn't shine at all. She was, if you look right up here, I'm gonna show you right here. If you look right here at the front, if you see right here is where the cutoff is from the waxing and polishing and the rubbing compound. So this has not been done. This has. So you can definitely see the difference in all the work I've done in shining her up and getting her shining. I really want her to be clean and nice, and even though she's old, she can still look pretty nice. So I've really been doing a lot of work on her. New door handles, new battery, new alternator, which I didn't need. I'm actually having a charging problem. She's putting out about 16 volts, and she melted the original battery I had. So I am actually trying to find, I'm pretty sure I've nailed it down to being a ground wire. But if anybody is familiar with these old Dodges, I really need to get that taken care of, and I haven't been able to find the ground and where it's grounding out at. So anyway, let's take a look inside. She's got a little step there to go inside, and I'm going to flip this camera around really quick so I can give you a turn. All right, and as you see, she has a step. The Halls actually came with an auto step that goes down when you open the door, but hers is just manual, so I don't mind that. It's just one less thing to break. Right in front, as you can see my reflection. This is the Dometic refrigerator. I guess I could have cleaned it up a little bit, but I've mopped and everything in here. She has an actual old original 4-burner stove that is a Magic Chef. So if you know anything about Magic Chef, that's a really good range. Back in the day, they were really good household ranges as well. So, and there's the oven, the Chateau Magic Chef oven. So it's a combo stove and oven. Haven't used either, actually. I've used it just to warm some stuff up, but I really haven't used it. As you can see, I've got plenty of stuff in the refrigerator. The refrigerator is pretty well stocked up with all kinds of stuff, and it works like a champ on gas and electric. So let's see if we can get some light on in here. There we go. Put some lights on. There we go. Get it all lit up in here so you guys can actually see. There we go. Turn these back lights on. There we go. And yeah, you can kind of see she's 21 foot. She has a couch here, and I've installed a TV here. It's got an Apple TV box hooked up to it. Works great when I'm in range of Wi-Fi. She has a little dinette area right here, as you can see. All right, so here's the standard table, or the 2-seater table dining area. There's lights above. There's actually a bunk up here that I'm using for storage right now, but I have actually bunked up here. It's a little small, so it's kind of it's a tight squeeze. Up here we have a huge vent. It's much bigger than a standard 14x14 RV vent, and it's one of the things that did not come originally on the Halls the original Hall GTCs, Grand Touring coaches, and that's one thing the guys at Hall pointed out to me on the website, that the original Halls do not have this huge vent. And right behind it we have another standard size 14 by 14 vent, and I'll either be putting a fantastic fan up here or an air conditioning unit. Down here again we have the sofa. We have plenty of storage. There's lots of storage. She actually just got all new handles. She got all new handles, hardware all the way around. She's been painted on the inside. If you can tell, she's got all new paint. The carpet is original. It's a little worn. And the linoleum's original. It's a little worn too, but does for now. Maybe someday I'll replace it. Again, here's the oven and the stove combo with a refrigerator next to it. And then we have here a full-size household double sink, which I really like. I haven't really washed any dishes or anything in it yet, but I like having the full-size stuff that you don't get with a lot of the newer RVs. You get like a 2-burner stove with no oven, and I have an oven, just incredible. You have an oven too now. We both have ovens, so how cool is that? Back here is a little bedroom area, I guess. That's like a little dresser. I've actually got a microwave in here as of right now, and some dog food for Charlie. My tools, I got a drill in there. I have some toolboxes and a suitcase here. There's above storage, and then right here is a full-length mirror, and it is the closet area. And you can't really see, so let's turn a light on back here. It does have a light in the closet, and as you can see, I've got all of my clothes in there, and I'm ready to travel. I have a tripod down there. I actually got some laundry I need to do, but I love it that it has a closet, a real closet. And then we'll move all the way back to the back, and in the very back we have a full-size bathroom, or a real bathroom. We have the toilet there underneath my dirty clothes, but there's actually a toilet here, if you can see it. I have to do laundry. And then we've got some shelving up there. All the wood in this camper is teak, so I'm going to be redoing all this teak wood. Everything is teak. And then here we actually have a shower, and I have showered in there probably 15 or 20 times, and it works great. And then there we have the bath sink. And I've put new carpet in back here. We have Charlie's bowls down there, and from back to front, this is what she looks like. And from front to back, this is what she looks like. So yeah, I'm super proud of this rig. One thing that does need to be repaired is this right here. This was leaking at one time. This is the back vent, and probably actually we'll put the fantastic fan will probably go here, but the back vent leaked, and so it's come down a little bit, and so that's got to be replaced. The leak has been repaired, it just needs to be replaced and all put back together. So that's a project. It's an older rig, so there's projects. But yeah, this is my old girl, and I am actually super proud of her. I've been working on her pretty much non-stop since I got her, but I've been driving her too, and I've put probably close to 1,000 miles on her, I would imagine. I've had her for a month and a half, I think, 2 months going on, and she's a 3 owner. I'm the 3rd owner, so I'm pretty proud of her. Really, she runs great. For an 81, yeah, she runs great. Horrible gas mileage, of course. One of the things that I may look at doing at some point is putting in a Dodge Cummins diesel. That would be, that would literally be my, that would be what I would love. Let's see if we can get this light twist here. There we go. And I still got a little shadow, but you can see me. And yeah, so I'm pretty proud of this rig. I'm getting ready to go to Vegas in her again. I just got back from Vegas. I actually did some work on Eva Longoria's new TV show, so I had to head out from Vegas and head back to LA, and only worked for a day. So it wasn't, not sure if it was worth the trip, but it was some good networking. But now I'm getting ready to head back to Vegas. As soon as I get this charging problem, 16 volts, it's a little too high. It's causing my battery to not really boil, but it's vaping the acid or whatever, the water, out of my battery, and I keep having to fill it up. So I definitely have to find this ground issue before I head back to Vegas. But then I'm going to be heading back to Vegas, and hopefully I'm going to get to travel a lot. That's why I bought this rig, because I want to travel in it. And then I've been urban camping in LA. We've urban camped in Las Vegas, LA. I've only been in one RV park in it since I've had it, so it's been all urban camping, and that's what I wanted this rig for, was urban camping and boondocking. So she's going to have solar panels, whole solar panel system. A generator. She does not have a generator, so I've been looking at generator options. We'll probably get like a mobile, one of those little mobile Hondas, the 2000 maybe. So I'm not sure if that'll be too small to run an air conditioner. So if anybody has any advice on buying a portable generator, a mobile portable generator, please let me know. Any other things or help. I'm brand new to the RV world. Never thought I'd be a guy that would be excited about owning an RV or even wanting an RV. So everything I've had to learn, and when I bought this rig, I bought it from the guy, and he literally couldn't tell me if everything worked. He said it worked. He said the previous owner had told him that everything worked, but as far as everything working, he really wasn't sure. So when I got it, I didn't know if anything really worked or not, and I didn't know how to work it. I had no idea how to turn on a Dometic gas refrigerator. I had no idea how to dump the holding tanks. I had no idea how to light the hot water heater. I had no idea how to do anything with an RV. I thought I could figure it out, and I did. It wasn't too difficult once I set my mind to it and decided to try to really figure it out. The hot water heater works. The Dometic refrigerator works, the stove works, the oven works, the electrical plugs work, everything seems to work. The only real problem I have is with the overcharging of the batteries at this point. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be a ground, and once I figure that ground out situation, yeah, I'll be really, really happy, because I'll be out of the problems. But it's an old RV, so I understand that it's going to be a lot of problems, and one problem probably after another. So one thing I did replace was my holding tank, my fresh water tank. It's got two fresh water tanks, and the fresh water tank on the passenger side, the hose was bad. So I literally had to replace that hose, and it wasn't a very easy job, and it wasn't a fun job. But we got it all replaced. Like I said, I put a new alternator on it. But other than that, she's just been pretty much the way she is. And right now I'm polishing her up, buffing her up, some rubbing compound. The paint was very oxidized on her, and really trying to bring her shine back. So I hope you'll tune into my channel. I hope you'll subscribe to my new channel, and I'm going to be showing you some locations where I'm boondocking. I know a lot of people out there, there's a lot of forums that will tell you that there's no places to boondock in LA unless you're in Venice. And I'm here to tell you that I worked at Fox Studios, and I boondocked for a month. Not quite a month. Almost 2.5, 3 weeks. I boondocked in Century, right out of Century City by Fox Studios, while I was working there for. I was there for a little over 2 months, but I only had this rig for like a month, 2.5, 3 weeks. And I boondocked in her every night, and left her there during the day, and I was on a public street. I never got a parking ticket. I never got towed. I never got any of that stuff. Then in Vegas, we boondocked everywhere from Walmart to, gosh, where else did we stay? Walmart. One night was in an RV park. And There was one other night. I don't remember where exactly we stayed the last night. But yeah, I boondocked in Vegas. Boondocked right out on the street, right from the strip. Literally a 5-10 minute walk from the strip. Then we ended up moving into the Lynx parking lot and boondocked there. That's what it was. We're at Walmart, then the Lynx parking lot, and then an RV park. That's what it was. So I spent 3 nights there, and the last night was an RV park. And then I went back to LA and I worked at Universal Studios, and it took me about 30 minutes of driving around, but I actually found a spot that I was able to boondock, and I parked there, and I was there for 3 days. I only worked 1 day, but it was such a cool spot over by Universal Studios and Universal City that I ended up staying 3 days. So, and then I moved over to Hollywood by Griffith Park at a boondocking spot I know over there, right beside the park, and a hike. You can hike right. I could hike right out of Bertha straight up to the Hollywood sign is where I was at, and I stayed there for a couple of days, and then I came home, and I've been working on Bertha ever since, and now I'm getting ready to head back to Vegas. So once I get back to Vegas, I'll keep you posted. I hope you'll subscribe to my new channel if you're into RV stuff. We've got to put a, like I said, we've got to get a generator. We've got to get a full solar system hookup. There's not a lot of places for batteries in this rig. There's not a lot of outside storage. There's plenty of inside storage, but I've only got 1 storage bay, and I'm not sure I can get my 4 Trojan batteries in there for my solar hookup. So I'm looking for options there. Might have to build something on the bumper or something, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, welcome to Bertha. That's what I call her. She's old Bertha, big butt Bertha. And I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I hope you will check it out and check out where I am and what I'm going to be doing and where I'm going to be going. We'll say one other thing. When I bought Bertha, she had a surfboard rack on the back here, and it was a mother getting that thing off. I had 2 huge guys try to take it off, couldn't take it off. So I put my bicycle rack on here, but the surfboard rack that was on here was on here. I ended up tying Bertha to a tree and tying the rack to a tree and taking off, and that's how I got the surfboard rack off of Bertha. But she was on there for a month after I had her. So anyway, like I said, we're out here in Joshua Tree at my house. This side still needs to be waxed and polished, so you can see how dull this side is. I haven't had a chance yet to do Oliver, so this whole side, the cab has been all waxed and polished, but this whole side still needs to be, I'm polishing with with rubbing compound, and then I'm waxing her. So as you can see how dull she is. She doesn't shine at all on this side. Just the cab, because the cab's been done. But then if we walk around to this other side, I'm pretty proud of my hard work because she shines great. Everything shines. Yeah, look at that shine. Paint really come back. I wasn't sure that it would, but it's really come back. I'm not sure if you can see the shine. Let's see if I can get over in this angle maybe. Yeah, it looks kind of flat, but it's because it's getting dark out here. But anyway, that's Bertha. That's my rig. She's my travel companion. So anyway, until the next video, thanks for tuning in, guys. Please subscribe if you like this video. I know it was pretty long-winded. I'm sorry. If you like the video, hit the like down below. Again, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Vagabond Travels with Vagabond Days. Thanks, guys. Bye.